Hello, I'm Christopher from Learnry, and in this video, we are going to be taking a look at comparison operators in the Python programming language. So by the end of this video, you will know everything that has to do with comparing two or more operands using the Python comparison operators. Now let's start off by taking a look at what comparison operators are. So comparison operators are used to compare values on either side of them and determine the relation between them. Again, comparison operators would normally return either true or false depending on the comparison condition. So in summary, comparison operators are used to compare values and are even sometimes called relational operators. So now let's take a look at some comparison operators in Python. So the first comparison operator we are going to take a look at is the equality operator. Now the equality operator is used to check whether the values on either side of it are equal or the same. The equality operator is also represented by a double equal to characters. So the second comparison operator we are going to take a look at is the not equal to operator. Now the not equal to operator is used to check if the left operand is not equal to the right operand and vice versa. This operator is represented by the exclamation and equal to characters or the less than and greater than characters. The third comparison operator we are going to take a look at is the greater than operator. Now the greater than operator is used to check if the left operand is greater than or bigger than the right operand. So the greater than operator is represented by the greater than character or symbol. Now let's take a look at the less than operator. So the less than operator is used to check if the left operand is less than or smaller than the right operand. Again, the less than operator is represented by the less than sign or character. So now let's talk about the greater than or equal to operator. So the greater than or equal to operator is used to check if the left operand is bigger than or equal to the right operand. Now this operator is represented by the greater than and equal to characters. Finally, let's talk about the less than or equal to operator. So this particular operator is used to check if the left operand is less than or equal to the right operand. Again, this operator is represented by the less than and equal to characters. Okay guys, so as always I have my command prompt interface open on the left hand side of my screen, and on the right hand side I have my Visual Studio Code editor opened. Again, I have gone ahead and created a Python file with the name of comparison, and in the file I have typed out a few examples on comparison operators so that you don't have to sit there and watch me type all of that. So let's start off by uncommenting lines 1 and 2, save our file. So in line 1, variable A has been declared and the value of 3 has been assigned to it. And in line 2, variable B has been declared, which has the value of 5 stored inside it. So the first comparison operator we are going to take a look at is the equal to comparison operator. Now the equal to comparison operator is used to be able to determine if two or more values are equal to each other. So let's uncomment line 5, save our Python file. So in line 5, we are basically asking the Python interpreter to tell us whether the value that is stored inside variable A is the same as the value that is stored inside variable B. Now if the two values are equal, then the interpreter is going to return a value of true, but if the two values are not equal, then the interpreter is going to return false. So let's go to our command prompt interface, and we are going to run the Python file by doing Python, and we are going to specify the file name, which is comparison.py, and we hit enter. So you can see we got false because in variable A we have the value of 3 stored in there, and variable B has a value of 5. Now we all know that 3 is not equal to 5, so that is why the interpreter returned false. So that is what the equal to operator does. Now let's comment out line 5, save our file, and let's now talk about the not equal to operator. So the not equal to operator is used to determine if two or more values are not equal. Now let's uncomment line 8, save our Python file, and so in line 8 what we are basically doing is we are asking the Python interpreter to tell us whether the value inside variable A is not equal to the value inside variable B. So we all know that the value inside variable A is not equal to the value inside variable B. So the interpreter is going to return true because it is true that the value of variable A is not equal to the value of variable B. So now let's run our Python file again, and you can see we got true because truly the value of variable A is not equal to the value of variable B. Now let's comment out line 8, So now let's talk about the greater than operator. The greater than operator is used to basically tell if the left operand is bigger than the right operand. Let's uncomment line 11, save our Python file. And so in line 11, what we're basically asking the interpreter is that we want the interpreter to be able to tell us whether the value of variable A is greater than the value of variable B. Now we all know that this is not true. So the Python interpreter is going to return a false answer. So let's go to the command prompt interface and run the Python file, and you can see we got false because it is not true that the value of variable A is bigger than the value of variable B. So that is a false. Now let's comment out line 11, save our Python file, and now let's talk about the less than operator. So the less than operator is used to determine whether the left operand is smaller than the right operand. So let's uncomment line 14, save our Python file. So in line 14, we are basically asking the Python interpreter whether the value of variable A is smaller or less than the value of variable B. Now this particular code is going to return a true answer because the value of variable A is actually smaller than the value of variable B. So let's go to the command prompt interface and run our Python file, and so you can see we got an answer of true. So let's comment out line 14, and so now let's talk about the greater than or equal to operator. So the greater than or equal to operator is used to be able to tell if the left operand is either greater than or equal to the right operand. So let's uncomment line 17 and save our Python file. So in line 17, we are basically asking the Python interpreter whether the value that is stored inside variable A is either greater than or equal to the value that is stored inside variable B. Now this is going to return a false answer because in variable A we have the value of 3, and then in variable B we have the value of 5. Now 3 is not greater than 5, neither is it equal to 5. So the interpreter is going to return a false answer. Now let's go to our command prompt interface and run the file again. And you can see that the interpreter gave us a false answer, meaning that the value inside variable A is not greater than the value inside variable B, and also the value inside variable A is not equal to the value inside variable B. So let's comment out line 17, save our Python file, and now we are going to talk about the less than or equal to operator. So the less than or equal to operator is used to determine if the left-hand operand is either less than or equal to the right operand. So let's uncomment line 20, save our Python file, and so in line 20 we are basically asking the Python interpreter to tell us whether the value inside variable A is either less than or equal to the value inside variable B. Now this is going to return a true answer because even though the value inside variable A is not equal to the value inside variable B, but we can all see that the value inside variable A is less than the value inside variable B. So because one of the conditions has been met, which is the less than part, the Python interpreter is going to return a true answer. So let's save our file, go to the command prompt interface, and we're going to run the file again, and you can see we got true. So let's comment out line 20 and save our file, and so basically this sums it up for comparison operators in Python. So the question of the day is, which Python comparison operator has a set of two different symbol representation? You can leave your answer in the comment section below. Okay, so if you are new to this channel and found this video helpful, then click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon below so that you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded. Bye for now, and I will see you in the next lesson.